Welcome to Mediocre Gaming, and today we're playing Helldivers 2. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. I'm Zero. Let's get to it. So today we're fighting the good fight, but before we get to that, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and ring that bell to be notified of all future episodes as soon as they go live. So let's get into it. So we are gathering communication and information. Probably my least favorite mission type of all. And part of that has to do with the bugs that were associated with said mission. But I think those at least have been mostly dealt with, if not completely dealt with. Ooh, man, there's a whole bunch of guys already. Nothing like dropping down within range of the enemy, and the enemy calls in for reinforcements immediately. Wow. Well, at least I didn't get flinched when I took the guy out. There we go. He's down. Oop. Might want to reload my gun. There we go. Alright, so one of the problems with doing this one is that you have to collect two encrypted hard drives, and then you have to carry them. You have to physically carry them across the map, which means that you can only have a one-handed weapon. So either your primary weapon has to be a one-handed weapon, or you're going to be switched to your secondary weapon. And while you're carrying it, you cannot throw any stratagems. So you have to drop it and then throw your stratagem. So it's a little bit crazy. Alright, just like that, there are a bunch of unexploded ordnance from Super Earth. It comes in handy, but it can also cause a lot of problems. Sometimes the enemy will accidentally on purpose hit it when you're close by trying to hit you, and then of course you get taken out. But on the flip side of that, if there's a horde of enemies, patrol or reinforcements, whatever, are close to one of those, you can hit it and take them out. So, works both ways. Alright, we're at the sub-objective. Need to get the database and collect the hard drive. We have to wait for the download to go onto the encrypted hard drive, and then we got to take the encrypted hard drive. And we've got extreme cold, fluctuations, and stratagem plotting. So, per the usual for higher level difficulty, you've got more demanding modifiers. Alright, so now I've got it. Got the hard drive, and then I've got my secondary weapon, and enemies are close. I'm trying to avoid being detected. I did bring in light armor with the modifier that detection range is reduced, so they have to be closer in order to find out that I'm actually around. Yep. That guy went down. Yeah, call-in times are extended, so it takes longer. There's anti-aircraft emplacement. All right, take out this fabricator, or not. Uh-oh. And there was at least one, if not two, hell bombs that were in proximity. It wouldn't have mattered because it doesn't matter how far I could have tried to get away from it. It would have been a problem. All right, I'm not sure what that guy was doing. All right, calls us back in, and we're back in the action. Now I gotta go southeast to go pick up my stuff. Hopefully the blast took out a decent number of bots, so I don't have to worry about them. Time will tell. That outpost is still there. There we go. Yeah, let's use my last airstrike, and hopefully that's high enough that it's gonna land where it needs to be. Hey, and it was the last fabricator. How about that? Worked out. Alright, so we got cooldown for the Eagle. The airstrike. What? Where did this guy come from? Alright, so we'll go bring this over here. But we also have to reactivate the power generator for the local relay. Fencing is a bit of an obstacle for us, but not for the robots. But I'm going to use a grenade and take out some of the fencing and move on. There we go. You can drop these in as soon as you grab them. So grab it, bring it back, drop it in. Both of them have been dropped, so that's good. So we just have to restart the power and then finish the upload. Yeah, I didn't actually want to toss the grenade. I just didn't realize I had grenades out still. There we go, reload and take him down. There we go, and there's a hell bomb. I could have just hit that, and that would have taken out all those guys. Yeah, you only have a couple seconds, and you see that still would have damaged me. It just hit the shield instead. Yeah, the way the shield works might be more realistic now, but it's more annoying. If you use light armor, you almost have to have a shield generator backpack or a shield relay if you're on a robot mission. That's really the only way that you can make it work. You don't have to, but you really have to be on top of your game in order to make it work without a shield of some sort. Yeah, I think I'm hitting them. There we go. And there's another one. Of course there's more than one. There we go. Got him. Only bad thing about this primary weapon, the PLAS, whatever, Scorcher, I think, is that you run out of ammo per magazine relatively quickly, which means you run out of ammo pretty quickly. Alright, so we've got the shield or power, turn on the power, but there's the, I think that's the AA, anti-aircraft guns. When you get within range, there it is. Right at the top it says enemy anti-aircraft. Drop my samples right there, right next to the extraction point. Always a good thing to do if you're there. Like if it was on the other side of the map, I wouldn't track all the way there. That makes it more difficult. So you get in close, you call in a hell bomb, and then take them out, or you could use, grenades, quasar cannon, whatever. The problem, of course, is that there's any number of enemies or reinforcements in order to take them out. Now, if you didn't know, you can use the quasar cannon, recoilless, whatever, to take out fabricators. Just like with a grenade. I don't think I'm going that way. Alright, I'm going to run back and try and pick up my stuff, and of course, try to deal with that anti-aircraft emplacement. Yeah, I didn't even see... There we go. I didn't even see them call in reinforcements, and then all of a sudden they were right there. Oop. Enemy units. Heavy Devastator is always a thorn in my side. There we go. Got three. Got three of them. Calling reinforcements. That. Another Heavy Devastator. And there's enemies behind me. I don't know if that was a patrol that just happened to be coming across or not. I've already spoken about patrols. Solo missions, you're going to have a lot more patrols than usual. Whether that carries over with 2 and 3 player sessions, I'm not entirely convinced. Alright, I'm calling in support weapons since I'm able to, so then I can hopefully deal with the enemies around the... Oop. Try and do some support fire. There we go. Whoa, that's a bunch of guys. Ooh, heavy. And once you know it, another Heavy Devastator in the way. Yeah, some of the... Ooh, that's not good. And another Heavy Devastator behind it. There's a couple of Devastators. There's at least 1, if not 2 Heavy Devastators. Maybe a Rocket Devastator. There's enemies to the right there, or behind me now. Yep, 2 Heavy Devastators. Oof. Yeah. Like if you blow up his gun arm, he'll come up and swing the shield at you or stomp you. There's a regular Devastator right there. I don't know how he got... Another heavy Devastator. There's just tons of Devastators for some reason. There's a Rocket Devastator. Let's take him down. There we go. Running out of ammo pretty quick here. Like I said, that's one of the weaknesses of this primary. But you gotta take the good with the bad. Since it does some explosive damage, it certainly makes a lot of sense. I gotta get close enough that I can throw this orbital barrage. The heavy devastator is still on me. Oh, man. There was a guy behind him. Another guy. Alright. Get as close as I can. Without my quasar cannon, I can't really deal with that turret. It would only take one shot, but I don't know what those guys are shooting at. I don't think I threw it far enough to take out any of the emplacement, which is a real bummer because that's the only other thing that I can use offensively against it, since none of the eagle strikes work in the vicinity. Alright, if I can get close enough. Oh, jeez. If it isn't the heavy devastator gang. Yeah, if you use your grenades against enemies. Oh, and there's another one. Of course there's another one. There's two more. Yeah, that's all the grenades. And the guy that left was our Hellpod optimization guy. Oh, there's three. Jesus, it's just like they're multiplying. Yeah, it's like, oh, man. Yeah, like I said. So we're not coming back with full grenades and stems and all that stuff, which is unfortunate. I saw that reinforcement call, which is ridiculous, because here I've just started to whittle down their forces, and now there's going to be more forces coming in. Oh, I saw at least one Hulk there. Are you kidding me? Was that a patrol? A patrol that got called in? And here I've got nothing. I'm running out of ammo. No stems, no grenades. I can't use my eagle strikes. I gotta call in resupplies. I know my fellow Helldiver is probably doing the same thing. I'm trying to sneak around. Maybe I can take out the emplacement. Maybe that got it. One hit should be enough to take care of it. There we go. There's a lot of like smoke, whether that's part of the map or, you know, debris. In general, I don't like using the quasar cannon for striders, scout striders, because they don't really need it, but unfortunately you have to get close enough to them in order to use other methods. Because the best thing to do, of course, is to get behind them. Yeah, my shield's down. Hit that guy with my primary. If you can be relatively certain that you can hit them with their primary, at least with this one, you know you're doing a decent amount of damage. Let's see if I can hit this guy in his... Nope. He dropped down right before it went off. Yeah, it's like, well, I probably should have... Ooh. Rocket Devastator. Just, I thought I was on the other side of the wall. Oh, nope, I guess it's not what I thought it was. Okay. And have you noticed enemy units moving more quickly than they used to. I've noticed that the Bile Titan runs a little bit faster than what he used to. Once again, I don't know if I got that close enough. Alright, let's carefully go around the corner here, take out some of these guys. Just seems like the more guys that I take out, the more guys show up. Oop. Oop. Man, there's all kinds of stuff going now. I think because the shield's on that side, it makes it more difficult. Gotta jump over the side to save myself from that Hulk. Alright, I'm far enough away that I can use the Eagle Strike. I don't know where the guy's at now. Oh, there he is. He went back. Probably going around the side. Nope. I have to throw it within range, outside of the range of the... Alright. There we go. That took care of the Hulk. That was my priority target. Now it's all these other guys. Now with my fellow Helldiver... Oh, there's another one. Within short distance. Okay. Too far, apparently. Run. Oh, and there's a whole bunch of guys. More heavy devastators. See if I can get this Hulk before he gets to me. Yes. Now you can also focus on their leg, and then that will slow them down. For the flamethrowers, it's great, but for the bruisers, not as much, because they're still going to be shooting you. Those guys, if you want to hobble them, you got to hit their arm, so they're not shooting lasers and oop, right out of the gate. Oh man, just like heavy devastators. As far as the eye can see, it must be a heavy devastator farm that we've encountered on this planet. There are just so many, using the Hulk as cover. I mean, that's kind of fun. At least until he disappears. Shield's down. Look at all the debris. Alright, drop it back down because I picked up some more samples. Picking up supplies because not coming in with a full boat of supplies. And then, of course, using a bunch on these Hulks and Devastators and everything else. See if I can hit this guy. Help my fellow Helldiver out. There we go. Oh, we got one. After all that, 2 380 barrages. And I think I hit one with a Quasar Cannon. Only took one out. 1 out of the 3 AA emplacement. Well, that was silly. Alright, so we called down oop, okay. Apparently I left a little bit too quickly, but we're down to 15 minutes trying to deal with the anti-aircraft emplacement. Oop, there's enemies right there in front of me. Oop, and one of them saw me. There we go. Took care of at least one, if not all of them. So let's go ahead and try and finish at least the main objectives, because we're running out of reinforcements too. We're down to 30% of our reinforcements. Well, that was silly. Luckily, I think because of the armor, oof, knocked out my shield just like that. Yeah, when you happen upon a heavy devastator like that, you've got two choices. You either take him out quickly so that he's not a threat, or you run behind cover so he's not going to pulverize you, puree your Helldiver body. Alright, so we are close to the objective here, and the power is back on, so that's good. So let's finish this off. Hopefully there's no patrols close or patrols within this compound. And so far so good. There we go. Slowly get progress. I remember the first time I saw the satellite tower raising. I think it was on a radar station. And I was like, oh, that's a nice touch. Yeah, there's enemies in between me and the equipment there. I thought maybe there was samples, but I don't think so. Alright, so now we need to align it. I looked to see where it was at. And if you listen carefully, you can hear when it gets into position or within range, that short range. So just listen for it. It'll do a little bleep. So you can do these kinds of things by yourself without someone else looking at the screen and saying, yep, you're on it. There we go. Now we have to wait for the data. You know, just like that, we went from 15.5 minutes to 12.5 minutes. We're quickly running out. Yeah, there's one more something over there. There's a radar station. But, you know, if we can get that done, then great. If not, then to me, oh well. You know, move on. Since we spent so many... Well, I spent a lot of time trying to take out the anti-air emplacement, which had to be done. There we go. We got the main mission done. Because it was so close to the extraction point, when we try to extract, if we don't have eagles, it's really going to put a crimp on our offense. Alright, now I'm going to run back as quickly as I can to the extraction point. And hopefully there's no enemies. Oh, look at that. There's supplies there and I don't need them for once. Oh, there's a rocket devastator. I don't think he saw me though. Oh, there we go. Shuttle's inbound. Taking extra time because of call-in times. 3 minutes, but because one of us had the expert piloting or whatever it's called, he's coming in faster. It's still not great. The reduction time for having that booster isn't really awesome. Like, it's not cutting it down in half. Half would be awesome. Oh, gotta reload, take out that last guy. There we go. Grab those super samples. Now, as you may know, you can only have a total of 100 super samples before you're capped. So if you get all the super samples on every 8 mission and you only do difficulty 8 missions, after 20 missions, you'll be topped out. Now there are, some, man, look at all those automatons coming in. Hopefully that takes out some of them. Well, I should say, hopefully it got close enough that it'll take out some of them. Like, I probably should have dumped it right in the middle of the extraction, since all the enemies seem to be coming there. Oop. Get an eagle in here, take care of some of the small fries. You don't really have to, but when you have a whole bunch of them. Yeah. Oh, man, look at all those heavy devastators. There might have been some rocket devastators and whatnot in there, but still. Either way, there's a ton of them. It's getting fast and furious, and the shuttle is going to abort unless someone gets close enough. There we go. Yep. Lost a bunch of samples. 10 and 7. Oh, there we go. A factory strider. That's the problem. Yep. And the factory strider's on me, so I need to do something with it. Yep. Not enough to take out that turret. You can try to hobble it by taking out the turrets. You can try to take it out. You can take out the factory part of the factory strider, which will keep it from reinforcing with more devastators. Alright, we're out of reinforcements now. Still got 7 minutes. There we go. That should hobble that. Oh man, there's so many guys right there. Yep. It's ugly. It's getting real ugly at the extraction point. And because that factory strider is up, there's a whole bunch of devastators that are going to be popping up. Because it can continue to just spew out devastators as long as it's still going. It's down now, so that last stratagem that was used took it out. But got to deal with all the devastators that were spawned from it. And of course we've got our samples that have been dropped, and of course get out. And if you have time and you can call in your reinforcements, that's always a good thing. Resupply is needed because you don't get a full supply of stems and grenades and magazines unless you have that Hellpod optimization. While I wouldn't say that it's strictly necessary, it does improve your odds quite a bit. So we're going to keep on going here. There we go. Another reinforcement available. Under 5 minutes. It's going to be a rough. Let's see what's still going on over here. Try to get back to my support items. Oh, there's a... That Hulk is still there. Got heavy devastators. Got a rocket devastator. The downside of not having my support weapon is that I can't really do a lot of heavy damage. So let's see if I can... He's kind of walking off in the wrong direction there. Let's see if that'll take him out. There we go. We got him. Yeah, he was right next to my stuff. There we go. Picked up the super samples. And there we go. Pick up the other samples that I had put down what seems like a lifetime ago. And this is all cleared out, so we're ready to go. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to check us out on social media, and thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And we'll see you next time.
Pelican 1 preparing to depart. Shuttle launch in 20 seconds. Requesting orbital. Extraction complete. Pelican 1 beginning ascent.
Today you've carved another foot in a long climb to liberty.
PlayStation